everyone, and welcome to the PCSS Connection. I'm your host, Buddy Pearson, the Communications and Marketing Supervisor. We know there are two new principals in the school system this year. We had Mel Presley on a couple of weeks ago. She's the new principal at Parkview. And now we have the second new principal in the PCSS system. That's Bree Wheeler, who's at Monterey High School, all the way up on the mountain. And Bree, welcome to the podcast.
Well, thank you, and thank you for having me.
Thanks for coming all the way down on the mountain. So where were you before you went to Monterey?
So the last 3 years, I have been at Upperman High School as assistant principal.
Okay.
And prior to that, for 24 years, I was at Prescott Middle.
Wow, you were at Prescott for 24 years.
Yes, yes.
So let's see, if my math is correct, that's 27. This is your 28th year in education?
Correct, yes.
Wow, that's awesome. So I guess when you made the move from Prescott to Upperman, did you know that you were going to be maybe a principal at some point?
No, I knew I wanted to move up, and I thought assistant principal would probably be as far as I went. And then the opportunity just kind of came about. I think every career I've had in Putnam County school systems has not really been my first thought. So I started as a special education teacher, and I really thought I would be a special education teacher. My mother was a special education teacher in Putnam County, and I just thought I would follow suit. And then I had an opportunity to become the media specialist at Prescott and did that for 20 years and served as a cheerleading coach along with that. And then again, opportunity just kind of happened, and I went for it, and then became assistant principal at Upperman High School. The big jump was between middle school and high school, and kind of learning those ins and outs. And then again, another opportunity arose, and I thought, let's try it.
Yeah.
So nothing has been a plan that I have followed. It's just something that has just occurred along the way, and had a great time doing it.
So when you got into education, you never thought you'd be a principal someday?
I really didn't. Honestly, when I first got into education, I thought I would be a special education teacher, just like my mom was, and that was perfectly fine because I love spending time with those students, and I really didn't think that I would go into any other role. But as you grow as an educator, then you grow into your profession, and I think that as time goes on, you just change your aspirations and your aspects, and you think, I think I can do a little more. I think I can lead a little more.
Sure.
And so I think as the years have gone by, that's how I've felt,
So when Corby King, superintendent of schools, said you were going to be the new principal at Monterey High School, what was that like?
It was very exciting, and I first thought, oh my gosh, what have I done? Am I really ready? Am I really ready to learn a new school? Because I really had only been at Upperman for 3 years, and this would have been my 4th year, so it would have been my first year to see my students go from a 9th grade to graduation and see that their high school year come to fruition. And so in learning that community and learning those students, it took those 3 years, and so that was my biggest thought is, oh my goodness, I'm learning a community again, and I'm leaving a community that I just became a part of. And so just that was my biggest fear, I guess, and anticipation of having to learn names again and teachers again and the community again.
So you're in your 4th week now. What's it been like being a principal at a high school?
I love it. I love talking with the students and working with the students. I think I found that out when I went from middle school to high school, just being able to see them graduate and have those conversations about what are you going to do post-secondary, this is your goal. Just watching them cross that line, it's very rewarding, as any high school admin is, and then just becoming the principal, and it just has solidified that expectation and aspiration a little more. The community is extremely welcoming. The students and the staff, I couldn't ask for a better staff, and the students are wonderful. So it's just been a great first 4 weeks, and I think it's been a smooth first 4 weeks.
Oh, good.
And I really can only say thank you for the faculty and staff for making that a smooth transition for myself and for the students. But I don't think Monterey High School has skipped a beat.
Yeah.
And I think that we are strong, and it's just a great atmosphere in Monterey.
Now, you're kind of up there all by yourself. You're up on the mountain. You're the reason why most of us, get out of school. Monterey's the reason why everybody gets out of school in the wintertime. You've got Berks there kind of across the street, but there's not a lot of other schools, so it's just you and Berks pretty
Correct.
much up there in Monterey.
Yes.
So I'm sure that you have, gotten a good relationship with Heather Tench at Berks, and that the two schools probably work well together.
Yes, so that was one excitement, is that I got to work with Heather Tench again, because she and I were both Prescott,
At Prescott,
together
right.
for many years. So we have the same traditions, coming from being Bulldogs together, and the same expectations of faculty, and also the same expectations for family and faculty. So we have planned a lot of things together already. We had our back to school bash together. It was one big community school, and we had, I think, everyone in Monterey attend, and it was fantastic. And we've done a couple of things with faculty. We have an upcoming ice cream social for our faculties and families as a joint venture next Tuesday. And it is important that we share. We have a lot of husband and wives teams up there,
Yeah.
where one will work at one school and one will work at the other. And we've got lots of shared family members within those two schools. And so she and I have already worked really well together in planning events for the community, really.
Yeah. Well, that's great that y'all can work together like that.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember the Bulldog days.
Correct.
Absolutely.
Correct.
So what has been maybe the most rewarding thing that you've seen since you have been in Monterey and you became a principal there?
I would have to say that day one, I wanted to make sure each student had a home, their schedules are complete. Each student got fed and we stayed on schedule, and each student got home safely. And we did all three of those things, and I thought, yes, I can
Yeah.
do this,
Mission accomplished.
Exactly, mission accomplished. So I think that's the most rewarding, is, again, the smooth start, and every child had supports, and every child had a schedule, and every child is rocking and rolling in their classes, and that is the most rewarding thing, is that we have students in the best spots they can be.
So what has been the most challenging thing?
The most challenging, I think, would be, again, learning the community
Yeah.
and the parents and the students. And so, it's important to know our students, and it's important to know which siblings belong with which students, and, which students may need supports that I don't know about, and just trying to learn all of that. Again, starting fresh again is probably the biggest challenge that I have. Just trying to learn what everyone needs.
Yeah. So when Bree Wheeler is not the principal at Monterey High School, what are you doing in your spare time?
I'm usually supporting my daughter in her new business, and then also attending my youngest daughter's events for Cookeville High School, which is funny that we're rivalries here. So she attends Cookeville High School and cheers at Cookeville High School. So even though we've
Y'all
got,
don't really play each other.
yeah, we don't play each other, but it's important to be at both places on Friday night.
Yeah.
So splitting that time,
Right.
and being able to be mom for her in her senior year,
Yeah.
and supporting her and seeing her do her thing the last year, but then also immersing myself in the community of Monterey and
Right.
supporting our team as well.
Yeah.
So supporting, I guess I would say, supporting the Wildcats on the field, and then also supporting my daughter as she finishes her senior year. And then I've got another daughter who's beginning her student teaching journey. So, and then I have another daughter that teaches already in this county. So, I'm not sure the
Okay, wait a
educator
minute,
hat.
that's up to 4.
I just have three. I just
okay,
have
I
three.
must
So
mistype it. So you got 3 daughters.
I have 3 daughters.
Sons, you've got-
No, just 3 girls.
three girls.
So supporting them, and they all aspire to be teachers or are teachers. So I'm not sure that teacher hat really comes off. We just talk, pedagogy and strategies all the time.
Wow. So you don't just get it at home, at school, you get it at home
Get
too.
at home, and then my mom, of course, is a retired teacher. So even
Yeah.
when we, do extended family functions, it still always ends up to be about school.
Yeah.
So
School is always a topic of conversation
correct.
in the Wheeler
Correct.
household.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, is there anything that in particular that you're really looking forward to that's going to be going on at Monterey High School this year? Because I know there's tons of activities, and you've got your daughter at Cookeville High School, but you always love going up on the mountain. There's always so much going on. Is there anything that you're really looking forward to?
So we have planned in about 2.5 weeks or so, September 14th, we're going to have a senior sunrise.
Okay.
And I don't think we've done that in a couple of years, so we're bringing that back. And we're going to have it at Meadow Creek Park, which is 5 miles down the road from Monterey High School. And we're going to have a pancake breakfast and see the sunrise with the community at Meadow Creek Park.
Oh, wow.
And so I haven't actually released that pamphlet out yet, so
Okay.
you'll hear it first.
Yay,
But I'm
breaking
excited.
news here on the
Exactly.
podcast.
So I'm excited to bring that back
Yeah.
as a tradition at Monterey High School and instilling more traditions for seniors, especially this year. I want to make sure that we have some special things for them so memories are made before they leave Monterey High School.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and B-Rock is right there, and if you want a great, just view of the countryside, that's awesome too. But
It is,
it's a little
but
dangerous
I wouldn't
over there.
recommend bringing a
Yeah,
whole
not a whole
class
class. No,
there.
that's probably not a
Correct.
good
So we
idea.
chose a park
Hard to
instead.
cook pancakes there on the.
Correct,
yeah.
on the rock, yes.
Bree Wheeler with us, the new principal at Monterey High School. Thank you so much for being with us. I know you've got a full schedule of stuff going on, but thank you for taking time out and being with us.
All right, thank you very much.
And the PCSS Connection continues. Does your family need help having enough food for your child on the weekend? Well, they may be eligible to receive food from the backpack program from their school in partnership with the PEP Foundation. Those who register for the backpack program will receive food on Fridays from their school to take home. The goal is to make sure no child is hungry when school is not in session and that they can show up to school ready to learn. To learn more, register your child for food assistance or find out how you can help with the program check out www.peptn.org/backpack. Well, PCSS continues to utilize Esser 3.0 funds to ensure that we provide safe learning environments and that our students are equipped with high-quality learning materials. Please take a moment to review our federal relief spending plan and our return to in-person instruction continuity of services plans. For feedback and information on how Esser 1, 2, and 3 funds have been spent, you can go to our website. You can go to PCSSTN.com and click on the Esser tab. Well, career and technical education has a big presence in the Putnam County school system. There are audiovisual production broadcasting programs at Upperman and Cookeville High School. Now, we've reached out to those programs to help keep us up to date here on the PCS Connection with what's going on at their school. And here's a look at what's happening at Upperman from the UHS AVP students.
Mr. Fanning, what's going on at Upperman?
Students learning.
Now turning to Cookeville High. Cookeville High School had 16 students who were Adobe certified and Premiere Pro last year. Some of the students have graduated, but some of the students are still at CHS and they're still working hard. Students in this photo include Greg Poligate, Colton Phipps, Elijah Myers, Memphis Williams, and William Cooper Austin. And we have more from the Cookeville High AVP class. Check this out. So congratulations to Vital student Grady Phelps for being nominated and selected to represent the United States at ISF Gymnasiad, the multiple international sports games at Rio de Janeiro in Brazil. Grady is currently competing in Rio de Janeiro through August 27th and is sponsored by AAU Wrestling. Wrestlers were nominated through a selection process of district and regional directors. An executive AAU committee made a final determination of the wrestlers who were nominated, and the wrestlers who made this international team have shown tremendous wrestling accolades, community service in their local area, and a full spectrum of being a student athlete in their school. Again, congratulations, Grady Phelps, one of our Vital students who is in Rio de Janeiro doing a little wrestling. And another student who got to compete internationally is Taylor Chen, who competed in the International History Olympiad in Rome. And Taylor Chen from Avery Trace is with us. Taylor, welcome to the podcast.
Hello. It's a great experience.
Oh, thanks. Now, what grade are you in at Avery Trace?
I'm in 6th grade.
6th grade. Now, how does one get to go to Rome to compete in the International History Olympiad?
So the organization that's in charge of all these competitions, International Academic Competitions, or abbreviated IAC, makes you go through a qualification test online to see if you're qualified to do these competitions. And if you get like a high score, you get to go to the regionals.
So where were the regionals at?
Well, you could do them online,
Oh, okay.
or like it depends on like where you are.
Gotcha.
But the regionals are usually somewhere like in your region. So if you get a good score, if you do good in the regionals, you get to do the nationals. You get to go to the nationals. If you do really good, you get to go to the internationals.
So you must have done really good.
Yes.
Now, is history your favorite subject?
Yes.
What is it that you like about history?
I like all those events that just happen out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And history's just really interesting and exciting.
So you got to go to Rome. What was it like getting to go to Rome?
My family flew here we first flew to Frankfurt, then to Rome, and then we went around northern Italy, and we went to Florence, Venice,
Oh, wow.
Bologna, San Marino, and then we looped all the way back to Rome.
That's awesome. So you got to see the Colosseum, you got to see all of the ancient Rome stuff.
Well, not really.
Oh, you didn't?
I had the history competition.
Oh, you had history competition going on, so you had business you had to take care of.
Yes, well, my family and I went to the Roman Forum on our last day in Rome.
So you were talking about the food. How good was the food in Rome?
It was pretty good.
Yeah? Anything that you really liked the most?
No, not really. Like I say I like the food in Bologna, or like the area around Bologna the most.
Yeah. So what was the competition like? What did you have to do, to win a medal or things like that?
So the Olympiad is a buzzer-based competition. So you have a long table, and then you have a bunch of chairs around it. And they have the moderator sitting at one end, and then all the competitors sitting on like the seats on like the sides, and everybody gets a buzzer, and so the moderator reads out a question, and each sentence gives out more clues to the answer until like a kid buzzes it out.
Okay. Now, you did pretty good. You brought back some hardware, man. Talk about the medals that you won. What all did you win?
So I know I got 6 gold medals.
Okay.
So I got a gold in knockout, which is like you choose somebody that the moderator gives a question on. I won Roman history B, which was actually held in the Colosseum.
Oh, that's cool.
I won the Italian military history B. And I remember I won Latin American history exam, modern European history exam, and something else I forgot.
Wow. Well,
But-
congratulations. 6-time gold medal winner, man.
Also got 3 silvers and 1 bronze.
Really?
Yes.
So you brought home 10 medals.
Yes.
That is awesome. Congratulations.
Thanks.
So is this something that you're going to want to try to do every year, or was this a kind of a one-time thing?
It was a every other year thing.
Okay.
So one year they do the International History Bee, and next year they do the Geography, and then they do the History Bee, and it just.
Are you going to
repeats.
try geography?
Yes.
Oh, you're going to try geography too?
Yeah, I might.
Okay. Awesome. We'll talk about being in the 6th grade at Avery Trace. I know you've got an awesome principal in Alma Anderson who's like the best. You got to say that, right?
Yes.
Yeah. What classes do you have right now at Avery Trace?
For my first period, I have science.
Mhm.
For my second period, I have social studies. For third, I have foreign language, aka Spanish.
Yeah.
Fourth, I have band. For fifth and sixth, I have ELA, and then for seventh and eighth, I have math.
Wow. Which is your favorite subject out of those?
I like social studies.
Social studies. That's kind of obvious, right?
Yeah, that's kind of obvious.
It's kind of obvious. All right. Well, Taylor, congratulations, man. I'm so happy, and I appreciate you taking time out of your busy school day to come and be with us on the PCSS Connection.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Well, have a good rest of the school year. And I got a feeling we're going to be seeing this young man leading a history museum, or what do you want to do when you grow up?
I want to become a politician.
Oh my gosh. Okay, a politician. You're going to be a smart one, that's for sure.
Okay.
All right, man. Thanks for being with us. All right. That's going to wrap up the PCSS Connection for this week. For Taylor Chen, I'm Buddy
Bye.
Pearson. See you next week.